Yesterday I picked up a Vintage Millennium Falcon for my boy, which I'm going to be restoring and sorting out and cleaning so that by the time he can appreciate it, it'll be in good condition. But one of the issues with these Vintage Millennium Falcons when you pick them up is that they may have had their landing gear stored in the upward position, which means that these tabs here, which hold the landing gear down when they're extended, tend to get pushed into the body and not work anymore because they've deformed here at this point here. The remedy for that is to gently remove them from the fuselage. You do that by just pushing one of these tabs where you can get to it and then pulling it down. Then boiling some water, which is what I've done here, and then submerging the part in, so boil water for a moment. And what that'll do is that'll allow the plastic to soften. And when that's done, you'll bend it back and put it in some cold water to cool it. The cold water isn't strictly necessary, but it just helps speed things up. Otherwise, you're standing there for a while. Now, this is one I've already done it on. You can see there's stress marks there and there from where it was bent in. Now look, they're nice and flush with the outside again. So that means that when you extend the landing gear, they'll stay there, which is nice, which is what you want. You don't want the thing collapsing on. It just takes all the fun out of it. Anyway, this has been in here for a moment. It just feels nice and warm. Just bend that out, put that in there. There we go, fixed. And that's then reinstalled, and the clips are where they're supposed to be again. I suggest if you're going to store these things for a long time, do so with the landing gear down so that you don't get those deformations. But it's an easy fix if you need to sort it out. So yeah, that's that. And this is the Kenner reissue from the mid-90s in the Power of the Force line. But with the exception of the paint and some extra electronics, they're identical to the original 80s ones. So if you do need to swap these parts out, if these clips are broken off, then vintage ones or Power of the Force ones, they're interchangeable. So you should be all right either way.